Bring out. You're good with the drink, or you want the green tea?
Oh, you can bring it out too. So, sponsorship. It's recording already.
Oh. I mean, we could start whenever. Oh, you can always edit things.
No, I was just
Edit things together.
posting stuff right now. I don't waste the post,
Yeah.
even though it's shitty.
Got to make sure MTX posts are consistent too. Got to keep giving each other things to.
Yeah, that's why the guys
Post about.
from like San Fran, the Bay Area team, they tag us, we tag them, we tag us. So it's
Yeah.
like not only one person. So I'll post sometimes, Pat will post sometimes. We all have access to it, so
Yeah.
which is good.
Yeah, you should give me access too.
Didn't we?
I don't think I have the logo or login or anything.
I can if you have time.
Yeah, I mean, whenever I see stuff, I'll post it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I do when some of the boys post on Instagram. I just screenshot it, just post.
It's great because timing wise, we'll all have different times that we're out and like on the road or see a car. It's like, oh shit, and then we record it. So people will be like, damn, how do you have all this time to post stuff on your Instagram?
Like I said, we have a lot of things running right now.
Yeah.
I'm free right now. I'm not building anything, so my mind is like, what else we can do?
Yeah.
And it's Monty's always at the shop. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
And then Pat's there too.
I see him at Live Strong too, the gym.
Yeah, he's there.
So it's like me, Gene, Monty.
Because that's what I want. That's why there's so many of us. So not one person is stressing out on.
Yeah. I think that's good. It's a good way of doing it. Because it's a group. It's not just one person, So it's a group effort. And
that's the rule that we of course implement.
Yeah.
Already talking about it.
Yeah. Like I said, it's casual. So I'm with Chris Delfino. You are the owner and boss man at CarAudioImage. Also boss man of MTX Car Group.
No, we're all boss. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, but
yes, we are here at my place. We're just relaxing, chilling with Boss Ritz as well.
This is I don't know when. I was trying to look back in Facebook every so often just to see when exactly I joined up with you guys, just hanging out, and then when I officially got like a sticker.
Yeah.
I recently checked it out. It was like maybe 2 months, and then I got a sticker because I don't know if you guys. I think a car show happened somewhat soon after, and I guess you guys just liked the way I did, and then we were working on my car anyways.
Yeah, that's why, man. You proved yourself. You were really down for the scene. You were really into cars, which is very important in being in a car club.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to just put anybody in your group.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you were loyal to, of course, our shop.
Yeah.
You didn't complain. You weren't that type of person. So
yeah, even though there's plenty to complain about, these guys always giving you trouble. But as long as you can, that kind of vibe, and you can take it, or if you can't take it, then it's not really
it's not
your
for
thing.
You.
Yeah,
man. There's volleyball teams that you can join, or basketball teams.
Yeah,
don't have to be in the car club.
It can be in a nice, everyone's happy group, or be like, hey, pushing you and seeing if you can toughen you up, kind of thing too. So
we came a long way, man. We came a long way.
Yeah, I think I couldn't tell if it was 2015. Do you think that's long enough, or it was 2015 that I started?
Yeah, I'm old, man, so I probably won't remember. But I would say 10 years, minus 10 years, because you're like 30 now?
31, yeah.
Yeah, so.
Maybe 32.
I met you when you were 18, 19, so that's.
It was like a couple years after I graduated, 2011.
Yeah.
And then I was doing airsoft first, so that my IQ was more of a rugged, just taking it off-road kind of thing, even though it wasn't meant for it. And then
you had other hobbies back then.
Other hobbies. And then I started like knowing like Tom, because Tom worked with us.
Yeah.
So he got me into the car scene.
It's nice of Tom to
he referred Carl to do the suspension.
Yeah.
But that was
he guided you to the right people that he knew that would take you to the level your Scion IQ went.
Yeah.
He knew that if you went with another route, you wouldn't get the full potential of that show type of.
If it was other shops, I probably would have put on a lot of random stuff on it.
Yeah.
But then with you guys, you knew exactly where it could go, and what was available, and you do it
Shout
right.
out to Tom.
Carl and Tom. I'll have to probably see when I could hang out with Carl. Let's do one. See what we talk about.
Of course.
But yeah, so it was as like as a guy that owned the shop that showed me around and helped me set up the car, but then also with just as a mentor in general. I feel like you've been mentoring me for talking about business and life experiences.
For sure.
So it wasn't just car things, it translates too, but just like work ethic, and stuff like that. So,
well, me, it's like you said, it translates to life in general. Just some key principles in life that you need to follow that will actually help you in your builds, in your work life, making decisions. I'm glad that you took the advice and look at you now. Check out this car, guys. You know what I mean?
I'm not joining the Lexus.
Almost, we'll get one day.
Maybe. It's gotta be a nice one.
Yeah,
gotta earn it. But
that's for the shop. Yeah, man, we've been open long. 2001, 2002-ish. It's already 2025. We already have 2 generations passed. Now we have our, the new generations taking over. Thank God we're blessed the past 20 plus years having the correct people in our team and then, around us, which is very, very important.
Yeah, we can hit real quick. So CarAudioImage, its face is mostly audio, installation, subwoofers, players, but you guys also do installs of body kits, maybe some engine modifications too. It's like depends.
That's why, hence the name. When we first started, CarAudioImage. So we do the car audio electronics, but the image side is the design side of our team. We do the wheels, the body kits. We're into suspension, import tuner things. That's why we had the image side. We're not just stuck to car audio. We're generally involved with every single trend that comes out, and we try to capitalize on it and bring the best ideas to Guam.
Yeah, because
it's proven throughout the years already. So
you've been involved in a lot of car shows and you've won, I assume, a lot of car shows, and I see the trophies in the shop. Team. So it doesn't take just audio systems to win like best overall cars and stuff. So you have to know everything.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Exterior, interior, suspension, audio, visual, paint jobs. We collaborated with the best people in the industry in Guam, which is very important. You know what I mean? If you have the really good tight knit of people that have the same passion as you, all your goals will be, reached, which is what a lot of the legit builders, and let me stress that, legit builders understand.
Yeah. And it's not just Guam. It's you have your influence reaches up to Japan and States. It's like you have like connections.
Like the Cross 5 show, I was really embarrassed. Let's talk about one show, Cross 5. One of my favorite shows. Unfortunately, it's not happening anymore. But they put me in the spot saying I was like one of the best builders on Guam, and I got so embarrassed. But hey, man, if they give praise, I'll take it. We were innovating. We were bringing ideas that wasn't here in this little rock. So now we're, fast forward to 2025, we're still traveling the world trying to figure out new trends and new ideas and see what the world is doing, because this is what we do. Car, audio, image.
Yeah, we were just in Osaka. Osaka. Yeah, Osaka. Tokyo.
Yeah, we're in Tokyo Alasan 2025.
Osaka-sa. That's different. Osaka-sa, not Osaka.
Osaka-sa is where we stay. So red table, guys.
Yeah, red table.
If you know, you know. But we were just there, enjoyed it. Network with a few people out there, which is great. We also just came back like last week. We just came from what do you call that? I just got a break for it. Yeah, Workfest. Yeah,
it was Auto Salon, and then you guys just came back from Workfest.
So now we have more. We got introduced to more people out there and showing face, meaning like you gotta really put in the work so these guys respect you. It's not like keyboard warrior. Yeah. I know this, I know that. No, travel the world, guys.
There's like names. You can have experience, name recognition, but if you're not consistently still doing it, it's hard for people to really connect with you still. It's like, oh, this guy used to be the best, and then but no, it's like this guy's consistently doing good things. He's helping people push.
You, like you say, he's consistent. You have to keep on learning what's new in the world or in our industry, in our bubble. You know what I mean? You gotta see what's new. You gotta, because we're true enthusiasts, man. We don't play.
Yeah.
Like, this is our life. Whatever new wheel, we get excited. Even lug nuts, we're like, ee.
Yeah.
You gotta be with the right people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is our bubble. This is what we're into.
I think something that I really appreciate was when I first started off hanging out with you and getting to know you and starting on my car. My car was not a popular car to be working on car show stuff. It's like there's a Scion IQ, a low K car, a city car. It's not like a Subaru STI. It's not like a Lexus. It was like, it was just a thing, but I had a vision. And I was like, what can you do and how can you help me? And then I see what you can do. And I was like, okay, let me put my design into it. How can you incorporate that?
Yeah. We don't give up, man. Like, you had your vision. We try to see it through. We never give up. We don't just say, no, we can't find anything.
Yeah.
We actually try to find parts for a Scion IQ. We actually reach out to manufacturers and help you get your, what your vision is, your dream done. What you did, it did happen, man. It came from a long way, getting a really important trophy in the freaking Slam Society, man. That you broke so many necks, man. It was well deserved, bro.
I think the first one I got.
Remember, these are judges from Fat Lace. These are guys that travel the world, and they gave you that pat on the back, man. That's very important.
Offset King, Slam Society.
Slam Society, man. That's no joke, because when other shops would say no, nothing happened, they just don't have the passion.
Yeah,
they were there for the money, man. We weren't.
It wasn't just simply like looking it up online. Oh no, it's like no, it's you took the measurements. Like these guys don't really do. Happen. Yeah, they don't really do IQs. I was okay, well, but then you measured the wheel well, you figured it out, cambered, and then air runner.
You got your work clothes custom made.
Yeah,
I mean,
his name's Ken, right? Air runner.
Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, custom made. You had him work on it, and
we called him up and said, "Hey, let's make this happen," and we made it happen. It's all about teamwork, like what people don't understand is, like, if you really want to build it, you got to work with the right people. Not only as the shop or the enthusiasts. The enthusiasts themselves have to throw down as well. Meaning, if it costs this much, it costs this much, and you weren't scared to, like, let's do it. That's the important thing. That's what sets not only our shop and our enthusiasts that are just like you apart, is you guys were really down to do it. It's not just talk, and then you guys wanted to get it done.
There's oh, it's too expensive, we'll just go with this route, which is fine sometimes. Exactly. But you get what you buy for. You get what you purchase for. The money.
You buy once, you cry once, man.
Yeah.
We're not gonna buy no cheap ass wheels. You know what I'm saying. And then all of a sudden, now you want work. So you just spend double.
Yeah.
Like, just buy, buy what you really want. Hey, I get it. You can afford it. But like I said, there's levels to this game.
I'm sure with other people like me, I probably spent more on my car than my car's worth when I bought it. Like, I bought it new and I probably spent more than I.
Yeah. We all do.
Yeah.
Check these out. Like, we all do. Like, drop a pretty dime on our builds, man. It makes us happy. End of the day, when we see it, we're happy. So done right, done to the best of our abilities.
Yeah.
Best of both worlds.
I think it was when we were talking about it earlier, just the connection that you have with life and experience with car stuff. So you kind of have that mentality. It's either, I'm sure, I don't know how you would connect it to, but when you want to do something with the car or with the group or with the car show, doing it or don't, you think you're thinking too much, or is like there's like a life experience that translates into that. It's like you're spending time with people that you trust, or you get to know people. Or
what I always say is from experience. As you grow as a person, in life, like, you learn things and then you try to implement that in, moving forward, with new people, whichever. You just teach, you give them the information, just like my mentors. I would make mistakes that I would ask questions like how to deal with this kind of person or this kind of situation. It just translated. I picked up. Luckily, I learned early. Some people make the mistake 5 times.
Yeah.
I make it only once.
Yeah.
And I pass it down to you guys, the new generation, and then look at you guys are doing better than it was before. And you guys were, you know what I mean? The experience is like, it didn't really just come to me. I made mistakes. Everyone does.
Yeah.
You know how to deal with certain things. So
yeah, because
you're supposed to grow as a person, not and learn from the lessons, not go backwards and do the same thing over and over again. It doesn't make no sense.
yeah,
Some of the stuff I when I mentor the younger generation, I tell them I'm trying to help them not make the same mistakes. You know, like it doesn't make sense. You know, that's why it's important to have a mentor.
Yeah.
If I knew stuff earlier, I would have done stuff probably better. You never know. You know.
Yeah, it's definitely risks that you have to take, and then you learn from it. It's just life in general.
No reward.
If you lose, that's actually winning because you actually learn from the experience.
Yeah.
If you're always winning, then
well, hey, don't get me wrong. If I had the information to not lose, I'd take it.
Yeah, win.
I'm telling you, I've lost a lot of money.
Yeah.
Oh, that didn't work.
Yeah.
But if I had a mentor that told me like, don't do it like that, you're supposed to learn. The old saying is make mistakes, right? But I believe now in 2025 is learn from other people's mistakes.
It's true.
You know, I mean, the internet is out there.
If it's there, you understand. You don't have to spend no time, but it's good to have that experience too. But
you can
at least don't like. You obviously don't need to do things that are obviously was shown it wasn't going to work. But if you think it's going to work, try it, and then it'll work.
Like me, I always test the theory. Every time someone says, oh, like for example, we're doing cardio, oh, building a box, whatever, right? And then we're like, oh no, if you do it like this, it's not gonna work. For example, will 115 sub be louder than two 12-inch subs? And I'm like, let me test that theory. So I actually build boxes.
Yeah.
Let me build 115-inch and 212. He said, oh, more, for the cardio guys, more cone area wins. I'm like, nah, dude, the 15 should win because it's bigger and whatever. I tested theory. I was wrong. 2 subs always win, no matter what. So I try to pass that information. You got to test your theories, man. You got to make that mistake, like you said. It's good. But what I'm doing is I make the mistakes, but I try to pass it on already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't gatekeep anything. It's really up to you to take the information or not, make your own decision. But if you have, like I said, a good mentor, keyword is good, you'll life will be a lot easier. I mean, all the elites in the world, they didn't make mistakes. They learned from the past.
Yeah.
We're not gonna have World War III. It doesn't make sense. Nobody wins.
Yeah.
So why do it, right? Like I said, they learn from the mistakes of the past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's important.
Good to make mistakes, but don't make a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get some information.
Be smart about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's that, and also the community aspect of so this is, let's get more into like the MTX side. Like for me, it was very much new space for me. Yeah. The whole car scene. The car scene. I like cars, right? I played games and I liked driving, but I didn't know anything about car shows. I didn't know anything about car meets in Guam or anything like that. I think the last time I went to a car show was when I was a kid, and we went to Smoke and Wheels when I was just
yeah.
So when it comes to that, when I was introduced to you guys and I came here every night, it was very welcoming.
Yeah.
You got some teasing, you got some punches, but then
it's part of the game.
You gotta take it and then see if you like it. And luckily I was actually vibing and I liked you guys, so it continued from there, and I'm glad I did, because I feel like I gravitate towards people that have some good vibes and good intentions.
Yeah.
And
we were there to educate, not eliminate. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to reach, we teach. I mean, that was passed down from when I first joined the car club too. I was in your position where I walked in and the car club didn't even accept me because I was supposedly a troublemaker, but I wasn't. but in time they accepted like, oh man, good leadership is very important. So after I took over the group back in the 2000s, I implemented that, like, leadership, man. We have to have more leadership. Can't just be one person. So yeah, we learned from that. Try to be welcoming, and like I said, in any car club, I mean, you don't have to rock our sticker or whatever just to kick back. Just kick back, man. Like, in our group, our MTX group, it's more like a plus or a surprise if you get a sticker from us, man. You don't ask us what's up. You don't ask us for stickers. You don't do stuff like, because we don't know how it happens. It's magic. Yeah. Other car clubs, they give stickers like candies. I'm sorry, but we don't. You got to put in your work. 2 years, 3 years, bro. If you can't chill with us that long, then there's no sense of.
Yeah,
what I mean? We were talking about a car club, right? So you can't. We don't give it out like candy, man. I'm sorry.
There was
you put in your work. You hung out. You learned how to deal with different attitudes. We have over 200 members. You can learn to deal with a 200. You're gold, bro. You can chill with us, man.
I think I just missed the era where they implemented the paddle. I don't know if you guys are actually doing that, or they're just
we
scared.
just make you sing and dance. That's all. Yeah. If you can't sing and dance, you can't join us, dude. So now you guys know the secret.
Do some karaoke.
Yeah. You can hit the high notes, man. Trust me, you can, dude. Ask Alex.
Now it's
ask Alex Rivera, bro. That guy can hit the high notes.
Now if you can't finish a strong 109 can, then
yeah. We got new rules now, so if you know, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, car club, like, we 2000. How many years already? Almost 30 years already, man. We're still together. So and that's the difference between some groups and
something you mentioned a lot is this is more of a family than just a car group, because when I first started off, when I first went to a car show, I didn't I know you guys were there. I know MTX was like I didn't know who you guys were at first. I was going because Gene, our mutual friend, was in a car group, and we're going to go check out his car. And then when I mentioned to Gene, I'm gonna get my car in a car show, my IQ. And then Gene was like, not your car car's not gonna win either. I was like, oh yeah,
don't doubt me.
All right, okay. So he actually the one that actually got me into the car scene, because I wanted to prove him wrong.
Yeah.
So
shout out to Gene.
Gene's awesome. But I know there's other groups, car groups that are like, you have to have a certain amount of mods. You have to.
It's kind of weird.
There's like niche. There's like specific car groups, like you have to have a Z for society, for instance, right? That makes sense because that's a specific. But other people's like, you have to have a certain amount of mods before you can join us and stuff like that. But then this one was just basically I'm hanging out. Like I didn't
because the main difference with those car clubs and us is that we like each other.
It's not fake. It's not fake like
we actually like each other, guys.
Yeah.
Our car club likes each other. So that's why we implement family first, then things, then money, then cars.
Yeah.
It's always family first, guys. Like, you got to understand that.
And that goes with actual family. Like it's you
don't have a car, it's fine.
You need to take care of your family, or you got to go
family
first.
That's
fine. You can always kick back when there's a barbecue. We'll let you know. You know when it is. Come hang out.
There's levels, man. You got guys who, back in our days, they started with Honda Civic. Then they get kids. They disappear. And then they come back with freaking Mercedes. It's levels, man. But the thing is, they respect us. We don't force them to do anything.
Yeah.
That's why it's called new generations. They come back even better. That's why I look at these cars. Like, our guys are buying GTRs now. They're buying, and they're like ready to play again. That's how it works. Then the generation before us is still playing with the Hondas, and then they just move up gradually.
Yeah.
Honda's still the shit, like there's levels. And, so other crews, I don't know what they do, but we implement the family, which is, we know once you get a kid, it's going to be hard to build cars, you know. But eventually, once they get older, they come back. Shout out to Jimmy. Work on your Lexus.
It's coming back. And like we mentioned before, we literally went to Japan, and then you guys went to again, and you're as a group going.
Yeah,
sometimes
man,
different people, sometimes the same people, but we're going as a group and
yeah.
rocking the MTX jacket. And
for sure, man. we represent Guam. We wear our cardio Guam shirts. We went to the Peaches meet. It's a really good, nice meet, Peaches. We went to the show Osaka. They were like looking at our shirts. They're like, "Where are these guys from?" It says Guam, man. We represent our island, So it is what it is. If no other car group can do that, hey, someone got to be the leader, man. It is what it is.
Yeah.
They can say this, say that, but
you just have to have the passion,
man. We're traveling the world,
That's why you have people with the same passion, or at least on the same road.
We cannot have
passion.
We cannot have non-car guys come with us. It's kind of weird, it's always good to travel with people with the same interests because we get excited for the show and being together at the same time, and it's an actual goal, whether it's Honda getting into the VIP racing 4x4s,
like
we have
our guys are we're all around. They're different.
Bro, scattered. Everybody got different friends, but when it's time, bro, it's MTX time, bro. It's made to excite. I'm friends with everybody, but when it's car show time, let's see what you got. Yeah, I mean, like, hey, man, don't hate, congratulate. I mean, none of us are rich.
Yeah.
This is our happy hour, man. We spend our money.
Yeah.
On car parts.
and it's not
versus
just
beer.
And it's not just quantity. It's like we focus on the quality too. It's like I know my place too. It's when my IQ was I had to take out parts. Like I can't join the group. I'm going with you guys. It's like
you gotta put 3M tape right away. It takes you like an hour. Just like me, I just did mine. Took me an hour just to put one small tape.
So it's one of those things that translates to life too. It's like quality is good, or quantity is good because you learn, sure, but then quality is
once you have that really group of people around you that quality is important. Your quality of life and decisions will be better as well.
It's
like
something I learned
like
later in my
let me
life
install
too.
my toilet and it's crooked, you'd be like, I see it, I gotta fix that. You know what I mean? Some people are that's good. We're not those guys, but we're gonna tell you as a team, like, hey, bro,
what is this? Why is this sticking out?
Why is your 3M tape falling off? Or hey, your sub's crooked.
And it's not that we're just picking fun of you. It's like we'll actually help and do it.
We're just gonna help you.
We got to make sure focus on it, and then we help you do it.
So that's the quality. They're gonna be like, oh, MTX, dude. All of a sudden, you're like everything looks like shit.
Because it's not just your car; it's our car.
It's the team.
It's MTX.
It's our whole team. It represents us. Whether it's base contest or going off-roading, whichever, we have that quality, man. We always think about the quality.
And then soon it's not just MTX as a group, it's Guam. Like we're like almost national players.
We have a plan, guys, but we're not gonna release it.
No.
Yeah. We got some stuff brewing, but man, we 30 years in the car club, a lot of good guys, and we're still together, man, no matter what. Shout out to the Bay Area MTX, man, holding it down, getting bigger and stronger, man. Now we'll see what we can do maybe in Manila, bro. They're talking about it.
I'll probably be going to Tokyo a lot more often, so I'll probably start seeing what I can do out there with meeting people. And
for sure the VP has to go, man. But he always planning other shit sometimes. I don't want to say anything. Almost slipped.
I guess we didn't actually mention that. It's like, so I am. I don't know why I say I guess, but I'm vice president of MTX.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a weird way that it happens because like we have generations that have the presidents and the vice presidents and what's it called? What is that? Not the accountant, but what's it?
PRO.
Sure.
That's me.
Oh, okay.
I'm the PRO, which means public relations officers.
Yeah.
I used to hold the group, but these guys, the younger guys, that's their future. So our president is Carl, VP is Mr. Ritz here, and then I'm the PRO. So because I know a lot of the car club guys and like the OGs, so that's why I'm a PRO.
Yeah.
So, but in reality, basically MTX, we run it like a console. So console meaning if I'm not available, Ritz can take over. If Carl's not available, we don't make a decision just by president. It's a console. We vote on it.
Yeah, we all have the same. We all understand what we're aiming for and what the goal is.
Yeah,
how we want to represent the group. And
because you can't do it with one person. You have to have a team, no
Yeah.
matter what.
and
If
I
you
guess
guys know about systems, man, you'll understand.
because Carl is a lot more intellectual on cars. He works on them.
Yes,
He
yeah.
builds. He's working on the like taking them apart, putting them back together. He's
Mhm.
in it. I'll out myself more. I'm more of the design side. Like I just started really getting into
Yeah,
customizing and
lying.
working on it. Like
You
I've
just
been
don't
able
wanna-
to work on my car.
That's why
I've
you have us. We
replaced
help you
certain
work on
parts,
it.
but yeah, it's like
even myself. I don't do any mechanic work.
it's like I
I'm
focus
the
on
designer. I design in my head.
yeah, very
You
specific
know,
things.
we all help each other with our financials. We do like this. That's why I say we're our console. It's because
Yeah.
we elaborate on what needs to be done and then we make a decision together.
Yeah, it's like if
It's
I
not
don't know
like
something,
I do this. Like,
Chris knows something or Carl
Yeah,
knows something.
there's
If they don't know something
something you don't
about
know.
something that I know, or then they come
yeah,
referring to me.
maybe the car clubs in Guam can take a note on that. You know what I mean? You guys need to always have some type of leadership. You know that
Or
agrees or
team
disagrees.
leadership. It's
Team
not just leadership because
Yeah.
you got bosses and then there's leaders. Like you
Yeah.
don't want someone to actually lead the group, not
Yeah.
just order people around.
Well, leadership, like you said, like I said, that's not just one person. It's
yeah,
everyone. You can even have like the younger guys who don't even hold a position be a leader.
yeah,
You know, because like for example, shout out to Pat. Like he's the young gen, he's handling the younger guys, and that's leadership for the younger guys.
Mhm.
Because guess what? The younger guys don't listen to the older guys. So that's how it works. You know what I mean? You have to let someone else run that side.
yeah.
If they don't, it's gonna just die. You know what I mean? You
Mhm.
gotta let their peers handle it. You know,
Yeah.
like for example, like my own son, he don't listen to me. He listens to Pat and the younger guys because they relate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So differently leadership roles, even if you're not holding a position, is very important. So there you go.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, shows coming up. We haven't had a big show in a while. So this FX Elite Show 2025, let's keep the date. I don't know when you guys gonna watch this, but yeah, 2025.
Hopefully, I get the edit done before. But
Yeah.
we'll see.
I'll put it out there. But yeah, we got the cars coming out. We're not breaking out super hard this show because unfortunately they took out the best car club, which is very important to our car club. Because some members they support, they're not there to win individual awards. Individual awards are really nice.
Yeah.
But the team rewards to me and the group is very important because when you win, we all win. That's how it works with us, man.
Yeah.
Some people want to come out just to park, show their quality builds, and add on to our crew during the show. We don't put out half work cars. You know what I mean? It has to be fixed. But since the show don't have the car club, we're just gonna put out like maybe 4 or 5 of our best cars. We do have like 30 fucking heavy hitters, but we're gonna hold back for now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll still be there to support. But
We'll be there.
Yeah.
Check out our shirts. You know who we are. But we're still gonna support the show regardless because it's part of the community, which is our goal is to expand the community on Guam, the car club.
Yeah.
Because it's an outlet for a lot of kids to be, instead of wasting their money on other things, if you know what I mean. Fixing their car is a good way to educate themselves, you know what I mean. As for places, it all comes down to the location, man. It's very hard on Guam right now because some people don't understand the importance of having automotive industry,
of culture and how it affects businesses in general or lifestyles in general. But it was interesting because I heard what sounded like gunshots when I was at the beach, Jimmy D's.
Oh wow!
It was like bang, 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 bang. I was like, that sounds like it could be a car backfire or someone's shooting a lot. And then I later find out, it's the meet that's at the Greyhound Park. And they were doing the two-step stuff.
Yeah, there you go.
And there was a video. I was like, that's exactly the sound I heard.
Yeah. Actually, Greyhound right now, they're authorizing that to be done there, that's a good place too, man.
It's good.
It's really not too populated in the Greyhound.
I just wonder how long it could last because of that noise. Because from the beach, I heard it.
Wow.
And how would you not hear from like if you're living right next to it? and
Yeah.
if there was any complaints about that. But
Yeah, we will never know. So,
Never.
but still, it generates money for the owners, and it also helps the car community get kids off the street doing that.
yeah,
At least it's in a controlled area.
yeah, we don't have it as bad as the States where they really
Yeah, they
block
do
off a whole
takeover and
yeah,
they really damage places.
yeah.
Thankfully, the people in Guam, we have respect.
It's respect, and also like we know where you live, kind of thing. Like it's very small community, so it's not like you're going to get away with it, or
Yeah.
it's that close society where you want to be able to show respect because you're not going to get it back because one person can tell another person, and it's not like stateside where no one's going to know you next day, kind of thing. We almost everyone knows someone's car at least once on Guam, like.
Yeah, well, we got the leadership is just actually doing something about it.
Yeah.
But fortunately, our shop, Cardio, we have plans of doing stuff like that. So
yeah,
hopefully we can break through the red tape and move forward with our ideas.
Yeah. That's one of the questions I had was, how would you, like, I probably know the answer already, but the comparison of Guam car shows, car meets compared to, say, Japan, stateside, Philippines, like what's the overall experience? How different? How much worse or better? Like what would you compare our car shows? Like the best car show we would have yearly that we used to have. Let's say not today because the car shows that the track's not open, but
yeah, you were talking about like pre-COVID times. Then
sure,
yeah, pre-COVID Guam, we were up to par with everyone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've been to shows in the Philippines, Japan, States, all that. Like we got good builds here in Guam. It's not just like, oh, let's put some wheels and just put coilovers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We do have pre-COVID, we had a lot of nice built cars too. You know what I mean? That's what sets us apart. Everybody from Guam who moved out to the States, all their builds are killing, to be honest. You can name the guys who came from here that went there and was killing the scene over there. And they still are. They're still holding down their passion out there, and it shows, Especially like the lowrider guys, man, they got a lot of nice Guam lowrider guys doing stuff there. You know what I mean?
And then you, as a business owner, bringing in these products, is it harder for people in Guam to do the kind of level of builds because of money involved in shipping and everything like that?
No,
or
if you want things done, you'll get it done. The thing with Guam, I would say, is just they get paid more in the States, right? So they can build it faster.
I see.
With Guam, we get paid a little less, so it takes us a little longer to get things done.
Which is crazy because I feel like our economy, like we have to pay a lot for living and rent, but
I don't know. It's for me, it's different because I have friends in the States that live paycheck to paycheck as well, and they're getting paid a lot too. But the cost of living is still expensive.
Yeah.
They say all of this stuff, but it's just, you gotta go where the money's at. So if your skill doesn't translate to anything in Guam, of course you're gonna have to move. You cannot just burden Guam like, oh, Guam like this, Guam. No, it's just your skill level or your type of work. It's not here. You gotta go where
you're not moving to the times. Yeah. You're not changing it up.
Guam is like, if you're a contractor or you're a mechanic, you're certain things specific to Guam, you'll make it in Guam. But if you're like to be honest, like you're an artist or you're into being a lawyer and stuff like that, you're not gonna work here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have to go somewhere where it's needed. It doesn't make sense. Like you cannot do all these like jobs that is not needed here.
It's true.
Yeah,
it's true.
But they can fix their cars if they really wanted to.
Yeah.
It's a little slower, but it's been proven, it's been done.
I feel like when I was with you guys and went to Manila, and there's was a meetup there with like VIP cars there, and then I remember guys asking you what you thought of their builds.
Yeah.
And I think you were saying that, it's like it's good, but then you guys like you were doing it like way longer or
well, because they respect. That's what I like about the guys in PI. They don't overstep anyone because they know that myself and a few people, we started the same time with the VIP cars.
Yeah.
And they're taking my ideas or getting my information about it because they appreciate the knowledge that I have. Because those VIP guys in the PI was just infant stage. They weren't really didn't know the ways yet. Yeah. So but yeah. I mean, they respected, and that's good because they knew that I was in the scene longer, and that's what I like. You cannot be like, oh, we're the new generation, I don't care what the old heads say. No, man, we paved the way for a lot of these things to happen, bro.
Yeah.
Like, to be honest, like like in the NBA, bro, like you have to give respect to the OGs. You know what I mean? If they didn't do what they did, nothing would have moved forward from there. It probably would have been a bad NBA league right now.
Yeah. So, because I think with Guam, like our locations that we can have car shows, obviously the track was one of the main ones, but you have places in the States or Tokyo or Japan in general that have huge warehouses, and it could be indoors and air-conned, and it's like, yeah, that's nice. That's the obvious one that's different from Guam. Like, yeah, we have UOG, if anything.
It can be done, like I said. It's just the problem to me. What I think is just promotion. You cannot in Guam. It's not like the States, right? Or even Japan or Manila. You can sustain a car show, just being a car show because there's enough enthusiasts,
right?
Their population is bigger. With Guam, I think what they need to do, or whoever promoters want to do it, is not only do a car show. Why don't you mix up an EDM? Why don't you add an EDM at the same time? Or like, I had an idea, like for example, have a basketball tournament at the same time car show.
Right.
Like, so you have more people into it, right? You can't just have a car show because it's one entertainment. Guam's too small. Yeah. And then of course no promoter is gonna do it because they're gonna be, if they're trying to make money, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah. Something that was great about this track was you had drifting, which is a big show, or the drag racing.
Yeah, that's why it was good.
Alongside the car show, but it's tougher when it's just car show.
Yeah.
Because
that's what I mean.
As entertaining as seeing the nice cars and builds, you have to find you have to branch out the
we also had skateboard contests, we have painting contests, you got all these other things that you can put together that made it really good. Now we're limited to car show.
Yeah.
We don't have the drift, we don't have the race, we don't have the all these other things.
So they recently did
they can do it. It's possible.
They did it recently at the block party. They they have things that businesses and food trucks or whatever, right? So I feel like that might be a good one next time. Like
they can, but they need to reach out to the other people in the industry, not just certain people.
Yeah.
Because I didn't even know anything about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Imagine the shops that are actually out there. Even in Guam, there's other shops that are willing to help, but they don't reach out because I don't know why. We're in the same industry. They should, make it better for everyone, not just them. And it won't work anyway. Yeah.
I think it's just it just needs more people that are passionate about the cars and the brand and trying to just keep it going, because if we just aren't putting out these shows or these meets, it's going to die down, and then there's going to be no need for it. Yeah.
And to be honest, that's why not only here, but even in the States, they throw more meets than car shows. That's the norm now. But I think it's changing though. There's starting to be more and more shows in the States. So hopefully we follow suit here in Guam, whoever's willing to promote or do the work,
Right.
But it's our officials to see it through, Yeah, there has to be a positive, right, for them to move. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, can only hope that someone puts in the effort, and if it's gonna be us, then we gotta do it right.
Well, for sure, yeah, we're gonna try.
If it takes us to do everything,
try
then
it.
we'll do everything.
If it does good, then we can actually do a yearly thing and work with the correct people, and keep the industry alive for the next generation to see.
Right.
I'm just say shout out to the guys who are actually trying to do it. Good job, man. Us old heads. We'll be back.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, takes time.
Like everything, I think you just gotta do it and work on it work on it better the next time, and then do it. Like quality's great, but if no one's doing it, and it's gonna die down.
Yeah,
the interest is not gonna be there. Politicians are not gonna help out. Congress, mayors, like they're not gonna care. It's like, oh, why bother? No one's really caring about this. So having it continuous, at least a little bit, is great. Just like anything really with me with this podcast stuff. Like this is the second episode that I'm doing, second person. I was supposed to do this how many years ago? I was talking with you on making my Ember stuff grow.
Family first, right? So
technically, yeah,
no problem. Yeah. Never too late, like I said, man. It's just starting. Yeah. That's all.
And just for me, I want to make a good quality, but just doing it was important too.
Of course, because sometimes you gotta step back and be like, you know what, just do it.
Yeah.
Because if you over plan things, sometimes plan B ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
You gotta do plan A and just gotta go.
We're outside, dogs are barking. It's not the quietest thing, but I think it's gonna be fine. It's just it's casual anyways.
Yes.
If I was like hounding you down with like questions and interview, then it'd be different.
It's a lot better, like you said. More topics come here up when we speak about things, and hopefully Guam enjoys it. I mean, not too many people doing it in our island, and this is a new beginning for everyone. So,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna see how the show goes. FX coming up. Hopefully, we get some sample videos, and then, give you guys, your audience, a breakdown of what happened and what we think. That'd be great. At least you guys know, worldwide. The guys who are watching in from Japan, PI, and States, that hey, Guam, we're doing okay, man.
Yeah.
We're doing okay. You know what I mean? It's not always about money, man. We're fine. We're fine here.
It's about the community too.
Exactly, man.
Building out.
Keep Guam the way it is, man. We don't need any other bad influences. Man.
No.
I'm telling you, we're good. We're good. Don't worry about us. Dude.
Keep it chill.
Yeah. Hey, we can go to the beach anytime. Just saying.
Guam's pretty chill, relaxed.
Yeah. No place like home, man.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. I'll probably do a recording at the show if I
we can
pick somebody up or talk to you if you're there, or
we're all gonna be there.
In and out, probably bring in some people. We'll see.
Can do. I mean, thank you, 105 Jun, man. Throwing the show. Without your ideas and your push, hey, man.
Yeah, it
all starts with that, man. It all starts with that dream.
I look forward to seeing more of Jun's ideas and what he wants to bring to car shows.
Yeah.
Waiting for his car to be done, and so once his car show is done and his car is done, you'll be able to record podcast with him too. Talk about his experiences and business and
So another perspective on what he thinks about a promoter's side of you. You know what I mean? Like what he went through, and will he do it again? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it'll be a good show. 2025, guys. FX. More to come, hopefully this year.
Yeah.
Secret.
Well, is there anything that you think that you would want to share with the group's future, MTX or Car Audio in general?
Well,
or maybe just you in general, like what's going on in your life. And
with me? Nah, man, I'm good, man. I'm just, it's funny, full circle, man. I'm back enjoying building custom cars, helping clients at my shop. I started coming early to work.
Oh.
And it's like I missed it. Like it's like, wow, man. Like customers appreciate me being there more, but you guys can reach out to me, CarAudioImage Instagram, Facebook, nothing much, just full circle. I have a new purpose in life, which is training the new generation, especially my sons, take over. As for the car club, that's gonna translate the same way. They're gonna carry the torch for the older guys.
Yeah.
They're bringing in new members. You know what I mean? They're gonna have new ideas to be like, yo, what about this product? What about that product? I go, let's try it out. Let's go. Always try to bring cool stuff to Guam and enjoy the fruits of our labor. 20 some years.
Yeah.
That's the best.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing what comes from the new gen, and if they're just gonna
man, their ideas are crazy, man. It's not the same as ours, man. So we gotta respect it.
Yeah,
like they got new moves, man. Like their taste is different. You know what I mean? It's not always gonna be the same.
Yeah.
We can just guide them, and they can make their own decisions. Get all the information, make their own decision. Yeah. That's all you can do, and so far looking good, man. The new gen's cars are getting good and they're influencing the younger gen too. They're like coming out to the meets and they're like, wow, I can do that to my car. Why not? Hey, man, it's cheaper than buying beer, man. I'm just saying. Yeah.
As long as they're doing it in a good
say no to drugs, kids.
Yeah.
Buy car parts.
Can only push them in a certain direction so far, and then they take over what they want to do.
Some people are into basketball, some into volleyball, pickleball. Hey, man, we're into cars, man. We keep it real. Yeah. Everybody got a hobby, and every hobby is expensive. So
yes, it is.
There you go, man. This is the hobby we chose, and it's all good.
Yeah, you need some hobbies that are on the side though. You got basketball that you play.
Yeah,
it's not
you gotta get a hobby, any hobby. It doesn't matter, but being a car guy, this is my hobby. I'm into car parts. Right? I play basketball. That's cool.
It keeps you active.
My passion is still cars.
Yeah.
I still like to see what innovations the whole world's making. You know what I mean? Yeah. Sports is sports. You got to exercise no matter what. So some people collect Pokemon cards. So I guess, I mean? Like, there's no exercise there.
Yeah.
I guess I'll see you guys after the show. The other Alexis is here.
We got someone in, and the dog's gonna go barking, so I think we'll call it.
Yeah, sayonara, guys. Hey, keep on building. Remember, family first, then things, then money, then cars.
Yeah, there's always gonna be more money.
Yeah,
spend that time with the family. Spend that time on what you love most. Okay,
guys.
Thank you for talking to me.
Thank you for the interview, Mr. Boss Ritz.
We'll do it again very soon.
There we go.
Let's see you guys.